Hey everyone, it's John Penberthy here. Welcome to this video where I want to share with you how I sold over $750,000 worth of digital products online with very few hard costs. I want to introduce you to this whole industry and explain how this whole thing came to be. So let's get into that. So let me go ahead and take you on a little bit of a journey here. So firstly, I want to introduce you to this $350 million a day industry, and that is digital information products. And I'm going to share with you the journey that kind of got me here, and just hopefully my goal is that you leave this video inspired, motivated, and encouraged that you have the potential to put together some kind of digital information product and make it very successful. And I hope that this will be a really good starting point for you. And I want to share with you how this whole thing came to be. So here's my story, right? When I first started online, I wanted to build a business. I wanted to get moving and shaking. And so I actually got started on this place called eBay. Okay, most of you will know of this website. And what I was essentially doing was just buying and selling, right? So I was buying all kinds of little electrical goods. I remember storing up my parents' garage with all of these, electrical items. They're thinking, what on earth is our son doing? And I'm just like buying and then selling them on eBay, and I'm trying to make a profit. And I'm starting to get some sales. I'm starting to, I remember that the kids at school were asking what on earth I was doing, and I had a bit more pocket money than they did, and so things started to go well. So I started to do some Google searches for how I could further my education, specifically on eBay. And I remember coming across this guy. Right now, this is not actually him because this was many years ago now. But I remember coming across a guy that was selling an online course. It was $67. I remember the price. We'll call him Mr. eBay, right? So I remember finding Mr. eBay, and he was going to teach me how he was making thousands of dollars every single month, building his eBay business. And I was thinking, great, that's worth it to me. $67 to learn how he's making thousands a month. That feels like a pretty good exchange. So I went ahead and joined his online course, and then as I was going through the course and learning how he was doing so well with this thing, we kind of got out the other end of the training. I thought, yeah, that was great training, and I started to do some more research on Mr. eBay and found out that although he was making $5,000 a month with his eBay business, the online course he was making $65,000 every single month. So his actual eBay business, $5,000, his information, just teaching through some online videos that he just recorded one time, never has to touch again, and just hosts it in a members area online somewhere and gives you a login. $65,000. I remember thinking, hold on a minute, so I'm learning how to make the 5,000, but I'm making about 20% profit margins. I'm buying a USB stick for, I don't know, £2. I'm selling it for $6, and then I've got shipping and handling and all the packaging, all this kind of stuff. I'm probably making $1. I'm like, this is crazy. So then I started following what this guy was doing and realizing, man, there's something to this kind of information side of things, the digital products, no hard costs and all this good stuff. And so then I realized this kind of happens with everything. If you look around you, like even people who are in real estate, maybe they're making a six-figure income every year with their own real estate, buying homes and selling homes, or whatever it looks like, for them. But then they're selling an online course, or they've got a seminar that they're doing, a physical event, maybe they're doing coaching or consulting, and that's making them 7 figures a year. And I know this to be true because I have a bunch of good friends of mine now in the real estate industry, and they're making multiple 7 figures a year from the education, but 6 figures and sometimes sub 6 figures on the actual thing that they're doing. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is just taking off. They're just teaching what they're doing here, okay? But this is just taken off because people are consuming this information. We're in this age right now where people are craving it. Like, think about how much you just want information. You're going to YouTube and consuming stuff, right? And you're going to articles and you're learning about stuff. And then there's something that you specifically really want to learn. Maybe there's a pain point attached to it. You're willing to get out your credit card and spend money on that thing, right? That's why people go to college and university, spend over $50,000 in some cases, many more, just to get a hat and a certificate. Okay, people are craving this spending money on information and furthering their education. And here's the awesome news: the old way of doing this, you had to be qualified or certified or have 10 years experience, and you'd kind of get known through word of mouth. And that was a traditional way of being an educator. The new way right now with social media and all this good stuff is that you don't need to be qualified, don't need to be certified. There's no threshold of experience needed. As long as you're one step ahead of someone else, you have something to teach them, and they'll be willing to pay you money to learn that thing. Okay, now here's just a few examples of products that are selling right now on the internet in just crazy industries. Like these are just people that have gone, do you know what? I've got a hobby, I've got a talent, I've got a passion that I think other people might be interested in learning about. Like this guy here sells training on putting a wedding speech together. Right, he's done his wedding speech. He thought, you know what, I was actually pretty confident. It went well. I got a few laughs. Maybe someone would love to learn how to structure a good wedding speech, right? Makes a ton of money on that. How to jump higher, how to edit photos, starting a carpentry business, building a chicken coop. Some farmer somewhere's built a coop and gone, that looks pretty good. I reckon someone will want to learn how to make one of those, right? You get the idea. Removing tattoos without laser. Like people are selling their information and what they know and doing very, very well. Here's a bunch of other ones: dog training, solving Sudoku, building, woodworking stuff. Like you get the idea. Now every business on the screen is making anywhere from a full-time income up to some of these are making millions of dollars every single year. Okay, it's really, really inspiring stuff. And I've been teaching this process to some of our students and kind of showing them how I went on this journey. Promise me you won't laugh. Okay, I'm already showing you here, but this is the early stages of my video career, right? It didn't used to always be like this with the fancy lights and the guys behind the camera and all this good stuff. Like I used to shoot these selfie videos and I found a little niche. I started getting them ranked on YouTube for specific key phrases. And I thought, gosh, maybe someone else would love to learn this process. I'm not really sure what they'll do with it after that point, but maybe they would love to learn how to get a video ranked on YouTube and whatnot. So I started to teach that in a program. I put something together that taught how I was doing this, getting videos ranked on the first page of YouTube, and I launched my first digital product. And now this is where we're coming full circle to the description of today's video, which is that I launched this product called Tube Traffic Mastery. I got this little graphic created on Fiverr for like $10, funnily enough. That sounds ironic, doesn't it? We're on Fiverr, but I paid double to get something a little bit nicer. $10 I paid for this image, put 5 modules of training together, these simple videos. I just recorded my screen and said, hey, click here, do this, do that. This product went on to sell $750,000 worth of that product. And I didn't have any hard costs. I had hardly any deliverables at all, to be honest, because I just had a members area full of training. Someone paid me $500 and I gave them a login password to the members area where they could consume all of the training, So like this kind of opened my world up to everything to do with digital products, and everything's kind of really taken off since then. Like I kind of don't really want to sell physical products anymore because there's so many hard costs. It just doesn't really make much sense for me. I want to sell digital stuff. And I've gone on to teach this to many, many people. There's people like Holly Dole who went through one of our programs, went through one of our Facebook ad programs, and she was just sharing her story of like the first sale she ever made where she was just interested in nutrition. And she was like, I've got a passion for eating healthy. Maybe someone else would like to learn. And she talks to other mothers and teaches them, all of this good stuff. And she posted in our group about making her first ever sale. A stranger giving her money for her information, okay? Adam Carmichael was in one of our trainings. He teaches poker, right? He enjoys poker and he was like, man, maybe someone would like to learn some of the tips that I've picked up, right? Moyo used to work, as a developer and thought maybe I could just teach people how to create an app. Stephen Gardner wants to teach people how to be happy and feel fulfilled, and he's building a business around that. Anthony Sandy came to us because he had mastered Shopify, building a Shopify store and selling products from that. So we helped him, and he's doing phenomenally well. Sent us a screenshot, made 5K on one of his promotions. Okay, Tim Megginson was a personal trainer, and then decided to build a boot camp model where he could service more personal training clients at one time, and that really took off. So now he teaches other personal trainers how to do that same thing. Bruce Hurton used to be an electrician, built an electrical business, did really well, and now he teaches other tradesmen how to grow their business online, okay? You can do this too. Pick a topic, pick a hobby, pick a life experience, and you can package that up into a training that you can sell online and have people pay to access that product. It's what I've been doing for the past few years, and it's how I built my marketing education company to where it is now, because I'm selling my education, I'm constantly learning new things, I master it, and then I pass it on, all right? So anyway, hopefully that was helpful for you and you got something cool out of that. Like I said, if nothing else, I just hope you feel motivated, encouraged, and inspired to go out there and do something like this for yourself. I think it's an incredible business model. And by the way, if you did find this helpful, go ahead and leave me a comment below, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to be notified of when I put out future videos. If you want to learn more about this kind of stuff and how I help some of these people to package up their knowledge and promote it online effectively, I have a free training that you can get access to. I'll leave a link in the description box. Go ahead and click on that. That'll take you to an online training where you can consume some more of this stuff. And I think you'll really, really enjoy that as well. And with that, appreciate you very much, and I'll see you in a future video. So hopefully you found this helpful, and if you did, go ahead and hit the like button below, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And also don't forget to like this Facebook page so that you get notified when I put out new pieces of content. And if you'd like to learn more about this stuff that I covered here today, I do have an online training you can get access to and register for, where I go into detail on this and I share with you how I help some of these students of mine to package up their knowledge and sell it online. And I think you'll really, really value that education as well. So there's a link in the description box somewhere around this video. Click on that, register for that training. I think you'll really like it. And with that, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in a future video. All right, 3, we did it, nice.